Hello dear students. In the previous session we studied lesson 1 in unit 1. Unit 1 is called the set of real numbers. Today we are going to study lesson 2 in unit 1, which is talking about the set of irrational numbers. In the previous time we revised some sets of numbers like Q, N, Z, okay? And we said that the set of rational numbers Q contains all the numbers that can be written in the form of A over B. So a rational number is that number which can be put in the form A over B, such that A belongs to Z, B belongs to Z, and B not equals 0. There is another set of numbers which are not rational numbers. طب أنا دلوقتي ليه بقول إن في set of numbers are not rational numbers؟ لأن أنا مش هقدر أكتبهم على الفورم A over B. يعني النمبرز اللي هنتكلم عنها دلوقتي مش هقدر أكتبها على الفورم of irrational numbers اللي هي A over B. تمام كده؟ زي √2. النمبر ده I can't put it in the form A over B. If we use calculator وكتبنا √2 وحولناه لديسيمال هيطلع لونج ديسيمال كده، ونيجي ندوس على البوتون اللي هو بيبقى مكتوب عليه SD هنلاقيه ما بيتحولش لفراكشن. يعني ما اقدرش اكتبه على الفورم A over B. ايه تاني؟ زي √3 square root 2 over 5. They are not rational numbers. Okay? يبقى any number in the form of a square root and I can't put it in the form of A over B is not a rational number. As we said, because each of them cannot be put in the form of A over B. We have also cubic root 2. I can't put it in the form of A over B. Cubic root 4. Cubic root 5 over 8. They are not rational numbers because they cannot be written in the form of A over B. في حد ممكن يسأل دلوقتي إن cubic root 5 over 8 مكتوبة على شكل fraction. هقول لك واحدة واحدة كده معايا. cubic root 5 over 8 أول حاجة هنوزع الكيوبيك روت up and down. هيبقى عندي كيوبيك روت 5، هتيجي تكتب كيوبيك روت 5 على الكالكليتر هتطلع لك لونج ديسيمال وما بتتحولش لفراكشن، فكيوبيك روت 5 as it is. طيب كيوبيك روت 8 اللي موجود في الدينومينيتور لو كتبنا كيوبيك روت 8 على الكالكليتر هيطلع لي 2. طيب النمبر ده على شكل فراكشن فعلا، بس هل كيوبيك روت 5 اللي هو في النيوميريتور belongs to Z؟ لا، عشان كده النمبر ده not rational number. لان احنا عندنا كونديشن مهم جدا في الراشونال نمبر، ممكن اكتبه على الفورم A over B بس لازم يكون ال A belongs to Z وال B belongs to Z. هنا الكيوبيك روت 5 does not belong to Z، عشان كده النمبر ده not rational number. Okay. Also the number pi. Do you remember the number pi? The pi is simple. Its value equals in the form of a decimal approximately equal 3.14. It is not equal 3.14 exactly. So this number is not a rational number. Okay? وممكن يا جماعة ما يبقاش الباي بس، ممكن يجيب لي في الاكزامبل باي over 2 برضو هتبقى not rational number. ممكن يجيب لي 3 باي يبقى دي برضو ايه not rational numbers. يبقى من السلايد اللي قدامنا ده انا اعرف النمبرز اللي هي نوت راشونال ازاي؟ لو لقيت النمبر على شكل سكوير روت او على شكل كيوب روت وهاجي اكتبه على الكالكليتر ما يتحولش لفراكشن او ما يبقاش على شكل A over B. ولو بقى على شكل A over B هتلاقي النيوميريتور او الدينومينيتور does not belong to Z. الشكل الثالث للنمبرز اللي هي نوت راشونال اي نمبر فيه باي يبقى ده كده not rational number. طيب الست الجديدة ديت of numbers اللي هي not rational is called what? Is called the set of irrational numbers. its symbol is، احنا عارفين ان السيت اوف rational numbers السيمبل بتاعها Q، يبقى السيت اوف irrational numbers هيبقى السيت بتاعها السيمبل بتاعها Q dash. Now we can define the irrational number as is that number which cannot put in the form A over B will A belongs to Z will B belongs to Z will B not equals 0. We have very important note, which is if I wanted to ask you, is there a number can be rational and irrational in the same time؟ نفكر كده، هل ممكن يبقى في نمبر اقدر اقول عليه rational and irrational in the same time؟ طبعا لا، لان النمبر بقول عليه rational او Q if it can be written in the form of A over B will A belongs to Z will B belongs to Z will B not equal 0. والنمبر بقول عليه Q dash زي ما احنا لسه قايلين if it cannot be put in the form of A over B. So there is no number can be rational and irrational at the same time. So Q intersection Q dash equals phi. There is no common numbers between these two sets. And we can understand the set of irrational numbers from this diagram. As you see, the set of Q dash alone لوحدها كده زي ما احنا شايفين، وقلنا النمبرز اللي فيها بتبقى ازاي او بنعرفها ازاي، اللي هي اي نمبر cannot be put in the form of A over B. لكن الكيو اللي هي فيها الانتجرز وفيها الناتشرال and so on. Okay, let's solve some examples. Complete using the symbol Q or Q dash. بصوا كده عشان نعرف النمبر Q او Q dash في طريقة سهلة جدا. ايه هي؟ لو لقيت النمبر اللي عندي مفيش عليه سكوير روت او كيوب روت او في باي يبقى ده كيو على طول. زي مثلا نمبر 1 عندي 0، ده مفيش عليه سكوير روت او كيوب روت ومش جايب لي جنبيه باي، يبقى النمبر ده belongs to Q على طول. طيب كيوب روت 10، النمبر ده عليه كيوب روت، يا ترى لازم يبقى belongs to Q dash؟ لا، هنجيب الكالكليتر وهنكتب كيوبيك روت 10 على الكالكليتر ونحوله لديسيمال بالبوتون اللي هو بيبقى مكتوب عليه على الكالكليتر SD، هيتحول لديسيمال وهنلاقيه لونج ديسيمال كده. هنيجي ندوس على SD تاني عشان نحوله لفراكشن، هيرجع لي كيوبيك روت تاني. So in this case cubic root 10 belongs to Q dash. Number 3 we have cubic root 8. أنا قلت لك cubic root 8 we're going to use calculator and we are going to write cubic root 8 on the calculator. Then press equals. As you see, the result will be 2. Cubic root 8 equals 2. The number 2 is natural number, and any natural number belongs to n. And the set of natural numbers, as you see, inside the set of rational numbers. So the number 2 belongs to Q. Number 4, cubic root -9. We have cubic root on the number. As we said, by using calculator, we will find that cubic root -9 will give you long decimal, and you cannot change it into fraction. So this number belongs to Q dash. Number 5, pi. I told you before, any number has pi belongs to Q dash. Another example, choose. Letter A, the surface area of a square whose side length √3 equals, we have choices for √3, 9, 3, or 6. From primary stage, we know that we can find the area of the square by using the rule side times side. So to find the area of this square, we are going to multiply √3 by √3. The result will be 3. So the area of this square equals 3 area unit. Letter B, the irrational number lies between 3 and 4 is, and we have choices 3.5, 1 over 8, square root 13, square root 16. في ناس أول ما بتشوف الكويستشن ده بتروح على طول وتختار 3.5 وهيقول لك أنا صح لأن 3.5 lies between 3 and 4. Take care that the required is irrational number, not any number. Okay? So we're going to choose from these choices an irrational number lies between 3 and 4. And we said that the irrational number must be in the form of a square root or a cubic root or pi. So we're going to check by using calculator. Square root 13 will give you 3.4 approximately. But square root 16 give you 4. So the right answer is square root 13 because square root 13 is irrational number and its value approximately equal 3.4 lies between 3 and 4. So we're going to choose root 13. Letter C. The irrational number lies between -2 and -1 is برضو اوعى تغلط وتختار -1.25 لأن required is irrational number. Okay? And we have two negative numbers, the -2 and the -1. Okay? So the irrational number lies between them must be negative also. We have two negative numbers in the choices, -1.25, but it is not irrational. So the right answer will be -√2. And you can check this number by calculator. You will find that it lies between -1 and -2. Find the value of x in each of the following cases and determine whether x belongs to q or x belongs to q dash. The first equation is 4x power 2 equals 9. The first step, we make the expression or the term x power 2 alone in the left hand side. So the number 4 will go to the other side by division because the sign between 4 and x power 2 is multiply. Then we have x power 2 equals 9 divided 4. By using calculator, the result will be 9 over 4. Now we have x squared equals 9 over 4. And we want to get rid of the power 2. The inverse operation of power 2 is square root. So we are going to take square root for 9 over 4 like that. But do not forget positive or negative because we have x squared. The power of x is even number. So you must put positive or negative. If we have, for example, x power 4, if we have x power 4, the power of x here is even. So if you want to solve an equation, have x power 4, do not forget positive or negative because the power of x here is even. 2 is even number, so we must put positive or negative. And by using calculator, the result will be positive or negative 3 over 2. طيب, is this answer belongs to q or q dash? As you see, this number is written in the form of a fraction 3 over 2. So it belongs to q. So we say that x belongs to q. Another equation. Number 2. X minus 2 all to the power of 3 equals 1. We have an expression raised to power 3. We must get rid of this power. The inverse operation of power 3 is cubic root. Okay? So we are going to take cubic root for 1. We have x minus 2 equals cubic root 1. Notice that أنا هنا ما حطيتش positive or negative. ليه؟ في ناس طبعا ردت وقالت ان الباور بتاع البراكت هنا كان odd اللي هو 3 odd عشان كده ما بنحطش positive or negative. اوكي؟ By using calculator, cubic root 1 will be equals 1. So we have x minus 2 equals 1. Negative 2 will go to the other side by positive sign. Then x equals 2 plus 1 equals 3. As you see, the number 3 is a rational number. So x belongs to Q. Another example, number 3. X minus 1 all to the power of 2 equals 4. First, we have an expression raised to power 2. To get rid of this power, we use the inverse operation, which is square root, as we said before. So we have x minus 1 equals positive or negative root 4, and the positive or negative because the power of the bracket is even number. Then x minus 1 equals, by using calculator, square root 4 equals 2 equals a positive or negative 2. Now we have two equations because we have x minus 1 equals a positive or negative 2. So we have two equations. One of them, x minus 1 equals 2, and the other is x minus 1 equals negative 2. And by solving each one of them, we will get the values of x. The first one, x minus 1 equals 2. Negative 1 will go to the other side by positive sign. So x equals 2 plus 1 equals 3. And the number 3 belongs to Q. Therefore, x belongs to Q. The second equation, x minus 1 equals negative 2. Negative 1 will go to the other side by the opposite sign, which is positive. So we have x equals negative 2 plus 1 equals a negative 1. And the negative 1 also belongs to Q. So we write that x belongs to Q. We have an example related to the life application. As you see from this figure, we have a tree is 3 meters long. Its upper part was broken because of the wind, and it made an angle with the surface of the ground. If the length of the left part of the tree is 1 meter, so the left part of the tree is this part, so the length of this part 1 meter. The required is find the distance between the base of the tree and the point of touching of the top with the ground. The required again is the distance between what? The base of the tree. This is the base of the tree. And the point of touching its top with the ground. This is the point of touching of its top with the ground. So we want to find this distance, okay? We can represent this figure by a right-angled triangle like that. This is the left part of the tree, which is 1 meter, okay? So the length of the tree was 3 meters. The length of the tree here is AB plus BC. So AB plus BC equals 3 meters, okay? And the length of the left part of the tree equals 1 meter as given in the problem, okay? So to find the length of BC, okay, it will be 3 minus 1 equals 2 meters. And we write on BC 2 meters, like that. Now we have right-angled triangle and we have the length of two sides. And the required is to find the length of the third side, which is AC. As you studied in first prep, we can use Pythagoras theorem to find the length of AC. Let's remember it together. The rule will be AC power 2 equals BC power 2 minus BA power 2. Okay, again, the required is AC. So we write AC power 2 equals, the hypotenuse here is BC because it is the side opposite to the right angle A. So we start the rule with BC, the hypotenuse. BC power 2 minus AB power 2. By replacing BC equals 2. So BC power 2 equals 4 minus AB equals 1. So AB power 2, 1 power 2 equals 1. So we have 4 minus 1 equals 3. Now we have AC power 2 equals 3. To find AC, we want to get rid of the power 2. So we are going to do the inverse operation, which is square root 3. So AC equals square root 3. في حد هنا ممكن يسأل يقول لي يا مستر احنا ليه ما حطيناش positive or negative؟ عندنا power 2 even، وحضرتك قلت لنا لما يبقى في power even بنحط positive or negative. هقول لك عشان ال AC هنا ده اللينث، واللينث عمره ما يبقى بالنيجاتيف. اللينث عمره ما يبقى بالنيجاتيف، علشان كده ال AC equals root 3 meters. يبقى في كده حاجات ما تنفعش احط لها positive or negative، زي اللينث، زي الهايت، زي الويت. كل الحاجات دي زي ما احنا عارفين ما تنفعش الفاليو بتاعتها تكون نيجاتيف. اوكي، نرجع للبروبلم بتاعتنا تاني. يبقى كده الريكوايرد اللي هو length of AC equals root 3 meters. Therefore the distance between the base of the tree, this, and the point of touching of its top with the ground, which is this, equals root 3 meters. And as you see, the result you get, root 3, it is an irrational number. So in your life, you can solve a problem and you will find that the answer is irrational number. You can do anything, you can do any operation, and the result will be irrational number. Thank you, and see you later in the next lesson.